By a show of hands, how many of you are cancer survivors or know someone who's gone through cancer? Look around. Are we winning the war?
Gosh, so impactful there. That man is on a mission to save men from a threat that can sometimes fall under the radar. We're talking about prostate cancer, and he's joining us in studio to tell us how. So, Gabe Canales, welcome to Good Day Seattle. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, let's dive right in here. I just want to know your story. When were you first diagnosed with prostate cancer?
I was diagnosed in 2010 at age 35. I had no symptoms and no family history. It was a chance checkup that led to an eventual visit to a urologist that told me that my PSA was high.
Wow.
And I had a biopsy and a diagnosis of early stage prostate cancer.
For other men that are listening, I mean, so were you feeling, weird at the time, or were you just?
So I had no symptoms, but I had a chance checkup. I hadn't had a checkup in over a decade. And so it was that checkup. I had high cholesterol, and my body fat percentage was high. I was about 40 pounds heavier than I am today.
Okay.
And my testosterone levels were slightly low. He told me to go to a urologist. I went to a urologist for my low testosterone, and they ran a PSA test. I didn't know what that was.
Right.
And so that's what led to another PSA test, which was also very high, and then the biopsy. But your viewers need to understand that the average age of prostate cancer is 66. But the problem is that most men in America don't get checkups.
Right.
And millions miss cancer screenings and checkups due to COVID.
Right.
But all men should know these numbers: your blood sugar, your blood cholesterol, your blood pressure, and your BMI, or your body fat percentage. The fifth number for Prostate Cancer Awareness Month is your PSA test.
Okay.
What's important about those numbers are those are early predictors of whether you're at higher risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes. All those chronic health conditions are mostly lifestyle driven, and the men in my family had all died prematurely from those chronic health conditions.
Very interesting.
I was heading down the same path.
Yeah.
So I'm so lucky it was caught early.
Yeah.
And when you catch things early, when you catch cancer early, that's when it's most treatable.
Yeah. Now, you because of that, you're on this mission here, and you founded a nonprofit called Blue Cure, and you're going around the country telling people, for middle-aged men, younger men, I mean, get checked out, right? That's what your message is.
Yeah. So especially Black and Hispanic men, where the outcomes are not as good as white men. And so my encouragement for all men in general is get an annual checkup. Get in that habit of getting an annual checkup. Have that discussion with your physician about cancer screenings and ask about a PSA test. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Oftentimes when we go to our doctor, it's one-sided. We hear what they say, we see the numbers on paper, but we don't ask, what does this mean? Ask questions.
I encourage our viewers as well to look at the TED Talk that you did back in 2013.
Thank you.
Because it raises a lot of questions, especially about for younger and middle-aged men, but also about getting options, looking at different options and really looking at your lifestyle. And you talk about that in detail. You don't have a few seconds left, but I do want to talk about your book as well. It's called Unexpected Diagnosis: Prostate Cancer and the Wake-Up Call to Live Healthier and Happier. What is this book about in particular?
So my book can benefit men of all ages, and it's really sharing my story about the intersection of mental health and our physical health, and how today I'm healthier, I'm happier, though I've still lived with prostate cancer for 12 years with early stage prostate cancer. I encourage men, look at the book, read the book, and I promise you, you will see the challenges and the struggles that it took for me to turn that corner, but it's been well worth it. And so my numbers today are at a much better place than they were in 2010.
That's great. Continue to stay healthy, Gabe.
Thank
you for just reminding all of us, especially men, to not live in denial. Let's take care of our health.
Get checked.
Get checked for sure.
Thank
Gabe,
you.
Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that.